right. With everybody here, who's running the economy in Montgomery County right now? Boy, I am so excited. I'm Council President Andrew Friedson. I am thrilled to be here with so many of my colleagues. So excited to be announcing a new economic development initiative, the $20 million new jobs initiative, new jobs, opportunities, and business support. It's just really exciting to bring together the public and private sectors to be able to grow Montgomery County's local economy. I want to thank my council colleagues who have co-sponsored this critical economic development effort: Vice President Stewart, Council Members Lukey, Balcom, Albernaz, Katz, Mink, Jawando, and Sales. You'll hear from several of them in a few minutes. And those of you who are here today to help me explain why this investment is so important for Montgomery County and for our regional economy. We have Kevin Beverly here, Dr. Jermaine Williams, Kim Jones, Stephanie Helsing, and Gigi Godwin, all of whom will speak later. And we have a number of extremely prominent members of our chambers and our business community here as well. We have Ken White and BJ Dawkins, who are here from the African American Chamber, Black Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. We have Allie Williams along with Ellen Corin and Andy Schulman from the Greater Bethesda Chamber of Commerce. We have Anthony Featherstone from WorkSource Montgomery, who's here with us. We have Cindy Shao from the Asian American Chamber of Commerce. Carmen Larson, I think, is on her way from the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We have Paula Ross here from the Gaithersburg Germantown Chamber of Commerce. We have Omar Lazo from the Wheaton Kensington Chamber of Commerce. And then Kim Jones is going to introduce in a few some of our incredible Amber graduates who we have been really excited to support as a county and as a community. So we're just thrilled to be here, thrilled to have such an amazing group of people who are here in a shared commitment to a bold new economic development mission and our shared goal of expanding our tax base and really to maximize our role as Maryland's economic engine, which has always been what Montgomery County is, and what continues to be what Montgomery County should and needs to be in order to drive our state and our county and to drive our region moving forward. Like jurisdictions across the country, there's no question that we have economic challenges at the moment. And we have to be honest about that. And they have been compounded by events over the last several years, and we know that they demand urgent, strategic, and intentional action. Despite the challenges we face, however, I am as confident today as I have ever been that our long-term opportunities far outweigh our near-term obstacles, and that Montgomery County has every tool in our toolkit in order to seize the moment, in order to win the day, in order to reemerge as the global economic powerhouse and the regional economic engine of the greater capital area. Launching this new jobs initiative is a key step to foster innovation and create lucrative jobs in Montgomery County, and to give employers the opportunity to create new jobs, to invest here in Montgomery County, to invest in our people, to invest in our talent, and to invest and give back to our communities. It is aligned with and helps to achieve the goals of the county's economic development strategic plan, which I was very proud to have led the effort to create in the previous council, where we focused our economic development efforts in a cohesive and collaborative and coordinated way, and where we were sure to bring together the private sector into the conversation of how we move our economic development vision forward, and that we double down on the core strengths that make Montgomery County what it is, and that are real opportunities to win this decade and to win the decades to come. This proposal will create 3 separate complementary efforts and initiatives: a $10 million job creation fund, a $7 million innovation fund, and a $3 million equity fund. The Job Creation Fund will incentivize companies to create and fill high-paying jobs by providing employers with $10,000 for new jobs created with salaries of $100,000 or more, and $12,000 per job if it is located in an equity-focused area. The Job Creation Fund has the potential to create 1,000 new high-paying jobs in Montgomery County and generate up to $161 million in additional economic output. Businesses that create at least 5 jobs and create jobs that pay $100,000 or more and that are in our key economic development strategic plan focused industries will be eligible for these funds, and we look forward to helping to invest in the people who are investing in Montgomery County so that we can leverage private and public resources together to grow our economy and move ourselves forward. The Innovation Fund in Montgomery County is and must continue to be a place for innovation. Will tackle the problem many entrepreneurs face, turning their research and prototypes into new, exciting products for the market. These small firms often must navigate critical funding gaps, known as the valleys of death, which describe the impassable barriers that many cutting-edge products and technologies face during the development stage. The Innovation Fund will award up to $100,000 to eligible companies developing innovative technologies and help them bring their products to market. And we know that the products that are being created and innovated in Montgomery County aren't just job-creating products, they are life-changing, life-saving, life-altering products that not only will improve our economy here in Montgomery County, they will literally change the world. The Equity Fund ensures our efforts align with our county's racial equity commitments to support and invest in emerging businesses located in equity-focused areas. The Equity Fund will provide up to $80,000 to early and growth stage small businesses with owners from equity-focused areas, helping reduce barriers to entry for smaller businesses in communities that historically lack adequate access to private capital. Computing pioneer and educator Alan Key is known for saying the best way to predict the future is to create it. This fund, this $20 million investment, will be used to help our community build its future, to double down on the core strength of the talent that we have right here in Montgomery County so that we can focus on innovation, opportunity, and the creation of high-paying jobs that will have a multiplier effect on our economy and will help us sustain our quality of life. We can't expect businesses to stay or grow in Montgomery County if we don't provide them with real action, with real investment, and with real commitment. I look forward to working with the public and private sectors to implement these initiatives and work towards reaching our full potential in Montgomery County. In the end, none of our other priorities are possible unless we grow a thriving private sector economy. That's why we're going bigger and bolder than any other jurisdiction in the region with this new jobs initiative to create high-paying jobs and opportunities and to jumpstart Montgomery County's economy. Now, before turning to my colleagues who have co-sponsored this effort, let me introduce some special guests who are going to share with you some remarks on why this is so important, starting with Kevin Beverly, who is not only the chair of the Montgomery County Economic Development Corporation, but also is among the most successful entrepreneurs in his own right.
Good morning, all. I just got a few notes, so I'm not going to be too long, but I love what Andrew's done here. I mean, he noted that he's collaborated with the MCEDC during the course of this, and I like to think personally that I influenced some of the things that he's developed. These are good concepts. He's not reinvented the wheel here. He's looked around the region, he's looked around the country, and he's put those things together in a process that's allowing him to do this. What's important, though, in this whole thing is that he's sending a message that Montgomery County is not only, I wrote it here so I didn't screw myself up here, that we're not only open for business, but we're open to business. And I think that's important to recognize. I think we oftentimes in the county get criticized for not being a place that's so open to business. And I think especially with our minority and small businesses where, and again, think about it, that's the country. That's where most of our businesses are. And we've got to recognize that. And recognizing that this is where our businesses should lead, with a strong government partner. And I think this sends a message there as well that the government can be a strong partner and allow us to actually get to the place we think, and he thinks that we should be, a really robust economy. I mean, so Charlie Munger is one of my favorites and obviously passed at this point, but he said, show me your incentives. I'll tell you your outcomes. And what we're seeing here are just those types of incentives. And I think if we're able to put these things in place, we have an opportunity to send that message very clearly and realize what I keep hearing people talk about, all of our assets. We confuse that with resources. Resources you can count, assets you can measure. And so what we want to do is make those companies that we think are our assets, truly our assets. Give us the opportunity, give this an opportunity to do that for us. So thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Kevin, for everything you've done. And now I want to introduce Dr. Jermaine Williams from Montgomery College to talk about the workforce development aspect and how important it is for talent to create opportunities, but also for an economy to have the talent that we need to drive it forward. Dr. Williams?
Thank you, Council President. Thank you, Council President Friedson. As you heard, I'm the proud and deeply appreciative president of your community's college, Montgomery College, and I'm here today for just what Council President Friedson said, because we know our economy depends on educational attainment and workforce skills of our county residents. And the college is an anchor institution, a fulcrum of growth and innovation. So we prepare homegrown talent for the needs of our employers. And residents, they come to Montgomery College, they earn degrees, certificates, short-term training credentials that help them move quickly into the workforce and advance. With the diverse, more than 40,000 students that we serve across 3 campuses, we prepare Montgomery's engineers, their cyber techs, IT professionals, biotech manufacturing associates, and nurses. In fact, about 80% of our alumni, they stay in the county. They contribute to the county. They fuel the economy. And you could say that Montgomery College works for Montgomery County. And with your efforts, Council President Friedson, to create more job opportunities, even more residents, they will need to turn to MC, and we will be reaching out to even more employers in regard to what they need, right, for their talents, right? And that is exciting, because that is what we are here to do. And with our growing enrollment, we're ready. Right? It's just an exciting time. We're ready to continue to partner with business and industry to align our curriculum so graduates can step right into those jobs, the jobs that you're helping to create. New jobs will help advance our efforts outlined in our college's strategic plan, which really, I'll get to part of the net, is essentially credentials of economic value. Credentials that lead to family-sustaining wages, individual economic and social mobility that fosters intergenerational mobility. Our campuses where residents need us, Rockville, Germantown, Tacoma Park, and Silver Spring, are powered with the great learning opportunities, to really fuel the economy. And with our East County Education Center opening April 1st, ribbon cutting the 20th of April, if you haven't heard, we are even more geared up to really meet the demand. So I will leave by sharing, again, thank you, Council President Friedson. We are so deeply excited and willing and able to continue to partner. And I know together we're going to be able to continue to produce the homegrown talent that our county needs, that our county deserves, and to move us forward. So Council President Friedson, thank you very much.
I'll just note that East County campus fits in very well with this effort. The jobs created there will get a 20% bonus if they're eligible for the Job Creation Fund, and the Equity Fund is focused specifically on our equity focus areas, of which East County is one of them. So really appreciate your leadership there. I also want to acknowledge Universities at Shady Grove, one of our other great partners as well, and Dr. Ann Kademian. We have 2 incredible academic institutions here in Montgomery County. And earlier this weekend, I actually spoke at Montgomery College to the students at the science fair, the science competition, which was great. And one of the things that we talked about there, not only inspiring some of those young people to realize their full potential, but also that Montgomery College, unlike many 4-year institutions, is actually teaching and providing credentials for applied science to actually do the work in the labs that are needed today, not just the theoretical science that don't always lead to the jobs and the products that we need. So thank you so much for your leadership. Let me introduce now my friend Kim Jones, who has been a great leader in the nonprofit employment world and with the Montgomery County Black Collective, and is going to talk specifically about how this will help the Black Collective and introduce some of our incredible Amber graduates who are here today. So with that, Kim.
Thank you. Council President Friedson, thank you. Council members and guests, my partner in time, Ken White. I think we spend so much time together, we're almost going to live together soon. And then my Amber participants, the fellows and the graduates of the program. Faoud Saeed, who's in our current cohort, that is developing a AI-based program for home services. And Beverly Dawkins, Collins Angel, specialized family services for people that need help in moving their loved one into their home, so a lot of referral and training and development services. And in our current cohort also Stephen Zhang, who's an innovator, who's actually in the county's Innovation Center. Yeah, so those are some of our Amber graduates and participants from the program. We just looked at some of the data a couple of weeks ago, and it was preliminary, but 30% of the graduates from our program have reported that in the last quarter they made more money than in the last year. So that's the power of programs that you've invested in like Amber in order to help coach businesses, small and minority businesses, and get them up to speed. On Friday, the Washington Post reported that state and local programs benefiting from underrepresented groups are prime targets for legal challenges. I think we all know this. We've seen it. We've watched as the programs that benefit women, minorities, and other underrepresented groups undergo re-examination. They get redefined, and they're being defined as unconstitutional. Legislators across the country are struggling with achieving diversity while avoiding these challenges that can eliminate these programs meant to give power to those that they would benefit most. And there's frequent talk about performative leadership and the lack of real commitment to solutions that'll help everyday people, but not here and not today. Oh, hey, Bola. One of our coaches. Not here and not today. When you have a council and other members of the community in this business ecosystem that really listen to the needs of the businesses, work to fix the glitches in the system, work collaboratively to identify the tools and the tactics that really raise the capability and the visibility of those people that are heroes and sheroes that have the courage to go out and the determination to take that leap of faith and start a business or expand their business, it's a really good day. It's a really good day. So I celebrate the Jobs Initiative that will commit significant resources for economic opportunities. With a focus on critical jobs, innovation, and equitable funding, we can ensure a positive impact on economic mobility and therefore an impact on local economic growth. Everyone comes from a different family, a different community, with a distinct set of friends and support system. And not everyone can rely on financial support from them. But we now have had this honest dialogue and this collaborative effort in the county where we're sharing the challenges in business development, advocating for more direct assistance in addition to expanding the technical assistance that we know works for businesses. We know that early stage business owners and companies expanding will continue to be served by the extensive development in this ecosystem as they aspire to demonstrate their sustainability and obtain support proposed in this initiative. We are going to realize the power of potential. Thanks so much for your partnership and your leadership.
Kim has been a great partner and actually a dance partner at times too. So I appreciate that. I don't think either of us are going to live that one down. Now it's my pleasure to give a local chamber perspective, one of the chambers who operates in an equity focus area from the Greater Silver Spring Chamber, the CEO, Stephanie Helsing.
Thank you, President Friedson, for inviting the Greater Silver Spring Chamber to be here. As he said, my name is Stephanie Helsing. I'm the president of the Greater Silver Spring Chamber of Commerce. First of all, I also want to recognize the council for understanding the overall importance of economic development and investing in jobs. The council president specifically for taking this bold step to boost our economy, a $20 million commitment, 1,000 jobs. This is going to pay dividends long into the future of our entire county. Silver Spring, like other communities in the county, has faced challenges to its economy, mostly brought on by the pandemic, subsequent changes in workforce habits, lack of boots on the ground, businesses closing, and job loss, which has hurt our local business community, but also our overall general economy. The mission of the Silver Spring Chamber is to widen opportunities for growing jobs and businesses to increase prosperity for all of our community. And the jobs initiatives, just what the doctor ordered. A major challenge we continue to face is high vacancies in our office downtown market. Attracting new companies and fostering business expansion for existing companies is vital. And this jobs initiative will help jumpstart our local economy, particularly in Silver Spring, with new higher paying jobs. It will help revitalize our downtown, particularly around the former Discovery Building, I hope. My fingers are going to be crossed. And the special emphasis on the county's equity focus area will definitely benefit Silver Spring. It will give a boost to our small businesses, hopefully entice some of those entrepreneurs and innovators to call Silver Spring their home. Thank you, Councilmember Friedson, for understanding this and taking action to address it. I also, like Mr. Beverly, believe that this initiative announces that we are now open for business, and I am really excited and look forward to working hand in hand with the council and MCEDC on this initiative. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm stuck. I took your tape.
No problem. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you to all of our local chambers for being here and being such an important part of the fabric of our communities across the county. Now let me introduce my friend, one of Montgomery County's greatest cheerleaders for the business community from the Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce, Gigi Godwin.
Thank you, Council President Friedson, and thank you to all the members of the County Council for supporting this incredibly important initiative. To riff on an earlier statement, the comment about, show me what your priorities are, I always say, and everybody knows this on my team, show me your day timer and your checkbook, and I know what's important to you, right? And so this proposal, $20 million, that tells us a lot. And why is that so important to us? Our small business community, here we are in Montgomery County, and in this region, which we like to call also Metro Maryland, is supported entirely by small businesses that are our backbone, just like the nation's backbone, that are federal contractors and commercial businesses that support not only the federal government, but all the other businesses. So their success is our economic imperative. So, and to those who say, well, why now? I would say it is always the right time to do the right thing. This is definitely the right thing for our business community. With that, I'm going to say thank you, congratulations, and we are your partners in this. So let us know how we can continue to support your efforts. Thank you.
Thank you. Now let me turn it over to my colleagues. We'll start with Vice President Kate Stewart.
Thank you, and I just want to say thank you to Council President Friedson for this initiative. And to all of you who are here today, I think this is a testament to Montgomery County and why we all love Montgomery County, and we work here together. And we know, though, that things just don't happen on their own. It takes work. We have, as Kim Jones said, the promise of potential. But we need to make good on that promise. And that means coming together in partnerships between the government and our local businesses and those who are seeking jobs here. And that's what this does. This is about making good on our promise to our community for now and in the future. And I just want to say thank you so much to Councilmember Friedson, to all my colleagues, and especially to all of you who are doing the work on the ground now. Thank you very much.
All right, now let me introduce Councilmember Dawn Lukey.
Thank you. Thank you. We can't meet our needs unless we grow our economy, plain and simple. And we know that even through rough times, through the pandemic, and now in the sort of post-pandemic world, but will we ever be out of it, we have continued to prioritize that. And in the 15 months that I've been on the council, we've seen these constant pressures on how we best meet the needs of our residents, all of our residents. And I think it's really telling to see how many of us are here today from all different parts of the county, representing all different constituencies, knowing how critically important this is. This takes a bold leap forward. This requires this great three-pronged approach that goes in different directions because, look, it's spring. There's no better time than to say we need to plant seeds and grow them out to help do the right thing and push our county forward. So I am incredibly thankful to Council President Friedson for bringing this forward and for his collaboration with us and for all of you, for our WorkSource Montgomery folks, for Dr. Williams at Montgomery College, for all of our chambers, for always being willing to pick up the phone, collaborate, and work with us. This is challenging work, but it's necessary to push and be bold. So thank you.
Thank you. It is spring, and we just sprung our clocks forward. Now we're going to spring our economy forward. Let me introduce Councilmember Gabe Albornoz.
Good morning, good people. It is wonderful to see all of you here today. So last year marked the 20-year anniversary that I actually got my MBA through Johns Hopkins University. And one of the things they hammer home in that program, as they do with all good business programs, is you have to spend money to make money. And we know that we are not just competing with our friends across the river or our colleagues from around the state. We are competing globally and here in the United States for jobs and businesses right here. We are often also our own toughest critics here in Montgomery County, and it has been well documented that we have been ceding some of the economic gains that we had made for generations and taking some steps backwards. And I really want to thank our council president for reminding us that we need to play a little offense too. And that by spending these resources, this will make a generational impact. It does demonstrate, not just regionally, but nationally, that Montgomery County is in fact open for business. We do have tremendous assets here, and we have tremendous opportunities. And we've also instituted a health and all policy approach to Montgomery County. And I would argue that this investment represents an investment in health. Because as Councilmember Lutke noted very effectively, we have tremendous social safety net needs that we can't meet without the resources that the jobs that are generated through initiatives like this bring. We get it, we understand it, and we are committed to doing this in a very thoughtful way, and this initiative demonstrates that. Thank you so much, Council President, and thank you all for being here.
Thank you for that. And let me introduce Marilyn Balcom, council member from the Upper West Side.
There you go. Thank you. And it's so great to see so many friends here and so many partners. So thank you. So this is a bold statement. As Kevin Beverly said, this is a message that we need to be very loud and very clear about. I thank Council President for the boldness of making this statement. I'm a member of the Economic Development Committee, and just this morning we were having the discussion of a culture of yes. We can't continue to ask our businesses time and time again to bring their thought, their energy, their money, their investment without the county being a full partner in that. So this initiative means that we are a partner, we are open for business, and we need you to continue to tell us what we do right, more importantly, what we get wrong. So as this initiative rolls out, we rely on your feedback just like we always do, and appreciate that. We get our budget on Thursday. And as many people said, as Council Member Albornoz mentioned, as well as Council Member Lutke, we can't do any of it without a full, robust economy, and we can't have a full, robust economy without the people in this room. So I appreciate this thought process that you went through to build this initiative, and we are full partners in it. So thank you all very much.
Thank you. Now let me introduce another member of the Economic Development Committee, Councilmember Lori Ann Sales.
So thank you, Council President Friedson, for this bold initiative, this jobs initiative to allocate $20 million to the Montgomery County Economic Development Fund. This investment will not only help us maintain the county's position as the fourth largest biotech hub in the United States, but also continue to grow this particular industry. The county aims to become more competitive with neighboring jurisdictions in attracting high-paying jobs, innovative jobs, especially to this area. Montgomery County is home to 4 of the nation's largest, most diverse cities, and so I'm glad to see an equity focus in this initiative. As a member of the county's Economic Development Committee, I'm grateful for the stakeholders that we have here from our education sector, the economic development sector, our chambers, and also ensuring that we are considering the competing financial priorities that we will see in the county's recommended budget. In light of the financial constraints that we see at the state and federal levels. I wore my Maryland is open for business pin, and I think we need a Montgomery County is open for business pin next. Last week, I joined with the women of the council, the new majority, to talk about economic development. We heard from our comptroller, Brooke Learman, and we know that there are barriers to entry for some parts of our population. And so as we are envisioning this bold initiative to create new job opportunities for our businesses, I want to ensure that we're also thinking about ways to implement universal pre-K, removing the barriers for entry for women who want to enter the job market at the same rate as their male counterparts. We understand that complex decisions are at play, but we are all ready to get in the game and ensure that this is a success. And so going forward, as the Economic Development Committee continues to explore opportunities to ensure an economically competitive and business-friendly Montgomery County, we will widen the table, pull up a chair. We are open for business. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Sales. I don't know if we have a Montgomery County is open for business pin. I do know that we have a new Montgomery County is open for business initiative. So appreciate that. We'll work on the pins, though. Appreciate that. To close us out, final colleague who's here with us today, who represents the East County, Councilmember Mink.
Thank you. As we work on that pin, maybe we can make it a Montgomery County is open to business pin, right? Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Council President Friedson, for putting this initiative forward, to the MCEDC and all the partners who have worked to make this not just a statement, but something that is going to be tangibly functional for us here in Montgomery County. Really grateful for all the work that has gone into this and for what I know will be a continued partnership moving forward through the rollout. This is going to directly benefit District 5 residents. I represent District 5. It's the east side of the county. Each of the 3 funds is going to have a heavy impact on the district that I represent. East County residents need increased access to high-paying jobs in and close to our communities, and the Job Creation Fund is going to incentivize the growth of those opportunities. East County lacks incubator programs historically that have been available in other parts of the county, but we do not lack entrepreneurs. And they will benefit from the Innovation Fund to support startups. I especially want to highlight, of course, the Equity Fund. In areas that have historically seen underinvestment, as I mentioned, in our equity focus areas like District 5's White Oak and Briggs Cheney, this kind of targeted support for employment and business development is warranted and it's essential. The Jobs Initiative is an opportunity to tangibly improve our competitiveness and expand opportunities in areas like East County. As our students graduate from our local schools like Montgomery College, and yes, I'm going to use this as an excuse to highlight the new impending East County campus, which we all hope and I fully expect to see funding in the upcoming budget for. Those students need to know that these opportunities are there for them, that there will be jobs there for them, that there are business development and entrepreneurial opportunities that are there for them. And so that is what the Jobs Initiative is going to help us create. So thank you again to Council President Friedson, to all the partners who have worked on this, and I look forward to bringing this to fruition. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate the overwhelming support from colleagues. We have a majority of colleagues here today. We have overwhelming support on the council. This is really a county council priority and a county council effort. And I've been privileged and honored to be the council president where we move this forward, and really appreciate your partnership. Appreciate everybody being here today. We're sending a loud signal with this new jobs initiative that Montgomery County is open to business, Montgomery County is open for business, and that if you are willing to invest in Montgomery County, in our community, that Montgomery County is willing to invest in you. That's what today is all about. That's what this initiative is all about. We're very excited to move it forward. And with that, thank you for coming.